Stop. The people bringing safety to your door. Stop it, cry and make a peace for them before. Stop Liberia. From the center to interior. Keep you safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us. The people bringing safety to your door. Stop it, cry and make a peace for them before. Stop Liberia. From the center to interior. Keep you safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us.
They bring her to go steal to the mainland too.
So the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post too?
Yeah. He said I'm going to go steal to the web mainland too to get money to the so that we go take it from there. I said, Mama, we buy for the same lecture.
And how can the people catch you now?
The people before the man call me back. Now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the around 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You do for your working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I go to yeah. I see man say go steal. How you question me? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand? Then still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, go now. I beg you sorry.
I see.
When they call you in the now.
When they call me in the
yeah.
He asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
I told him, I said, you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want you tea to carry to the.
I said, what can you what?
Tea. How milk tea? How milk tea?
Oh, milk tea?
Yeah.
For you to drink?
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of full bread.
With egg is that?
You eat a mighty butter. So when I carry it to the main, say carry it to the main. When you give it to the main, then you come back to the car.
So the food make you now carry that so they go confuse your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the main, the main say thank you. I say okay. The main say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right car. So one of my friend call me.
And the same man going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
And the man say one for you to go steal.
Yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then there are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
Then there are 2.
A big Jeep.
Yeah.
Black
DG. Photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all is that?
No. Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the water now. You can judge people.
I'm just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people that can come here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, can I say when I move from here, I'll free? Can I say when I move from here, I'll free? You said one talk again. I wanted to mean who talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, looking, then you want force and now more word again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to again. And said they call me to the office of OSP.
I think you explain to me, you come to you say you carry the tea to the man. After you carry the tea to the man, you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not there.
Nobody, you getting very, you say, asking you too much question. Hey, there's spirit, you say, make it egg and bread. You bring it to, okay, sorry. Now I say sorry. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then do.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking no more questions. Okay, let's go ahead.
What I will continue to do, I've already succeeded in completely demoralizing your place. Your right all over the place.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators.
Foolish, desperate people.
But when they keep your time,
talk about rescue
they change their mind. When
so
they
that
keep
one rescue himself.
they change their mind.
So you pass it around.
What kind of people they say freedom?
Where were you? Ghana people are raising money left and right. You freedom fighter, you raping, flying me from hospital to hospital. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. Sitting there talking nonsense. Freedom fighter, you destroying our integrity. I didn't have integrity. Have you heard Joseph Parker deny that I was raising money left and right to feed you? Have you heard him deny it? You will never deny it. Because he knows it. I'm not criticizing because I want to criticize. I'm criticizing because we said yesterday, the one that's going to live a right other day. When they put up when they were down, they said they were labor. But when it was people inside the when they give their time, when my own money to be well done, I feel wrong yesterday. I have no regret. Freedom better you repeat our God. Freedom better you kill in our freedom better you kill in our money in the pocket and we never get money from outside. And we don't want to be power all the money we got for ourselves and we don't have. I want to challenge some of y'all non-believers. Some people say the one is so tough. They make you on the law. The more you need to be the law when you want to move on. You know how people want to go on? You want to want to increase your down and they say you are too short. You cannot be a great shot. You cannot be a one more freedom for they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they keep their crown,
oh yes indeed,
it's your mind. When they keep their crown, they change their mind.
What a good day! What a wonderful and pleasant opportunity it feels to be here once more behind these microphones to engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. It's Thursday in Monrovia, and it is great Thursday morning. Our seniors, the 12th graders, are continuing with their WASH examination council exams, and of course, business people, market women, the working class, the regular hustlers, the scrappers,
when they were coming,
are all gearing up for another day.
When they were coming, they said they were labor.
For some,
but when they
might end up hopefully. For others, there is no prospect. It's just going to be another round of existence. Living in a society that guarantees no hope, guarantees no opportunity, guarantees absolutely no life. Just existing, you're just there, and time after time, the government keeps showing lack of interest in the basic welfare needs of the people. The people are crying, the people are suffering, the people are hungry. Businesses are bad, things are tough, times are hard, difficulties everywhere, families are crying, girls, babies are becoming sex workers to feed their homes and families. As young as 13 and 14, they've become breadwinners under the Buakai Republic. These things are happening normally, and everybody thinks it's okay. We have a Ministry of Health, a Ministry of Agenda, with a minister that almost seem empty on what the realities are. They're basically taking salaries. But social breakdown continue to characterize the regime. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, just wherever you are this morning. A pleasant way. I'd like to welcome all of you folks, just wherever you are. Good morning to our friends, our followers, and to those of you in the diaspora. It's always a good thing to have you join us for breakfast. This is Liberia's most listened to conversation in the morning. And of course, this is where we discuss the issues that matter most to Liberia's growth and development. Without fear nor favor, we speak truth to power. And that's what we are, the People's Radio. Welcome and welcome. There are too many things to talk about, lots of things happening in Liberia. And yes, indeed. The people who have governmental experience, the people who are very connected, the people who are known, they say as soon as they become president, all the NGOs that left the country will come. Investors will start flowing in the country. 3 years down the road, they are going back, and they are going to be, they've signed a contract to be spending 100,000 United States dollars for lobbying. So, old man Buaka truly scammed this country. You gave a man job to boy. He gave man job to boy, and you know, but then the old man come there. Now the old man is paying 100,000 United States dollars, $1.2 million annually. Over $3.6 million by the time Joseph Buakai has completed. And you can do the math, do the calculation on how many armchairs 100,000 United States dollars produced for our public schools across the country. And do the math on how many hospital beds that $100,000 can procure for our public hospitals across the country, so that pregnant women will not be dying at Redemption Hospital because there is no bed. And critical patients will not be lying in the corridors at JFK because there is no bed. How many?
When they were coming, they said they were liberators.
Oh my word. So yes, we are going to look at it. The government argue that they know everything. At the moment they face there, the moment they are, and everybody will be pouring in. They're taking $100,000. Buakai has gone and has signed a contract with a firm in America. And this is credit to the Secretary General of the CDC, a young man, very passionate and dedicated to the service of his country. I've not seen any young man that everything about him is just Liberia, the people, the youths. You may like him or hate him. Jefferson Tambakoji. The boy have gone there. It's like the men were passing around. The men saw the thing. The men saw the country name there. The men saw the thing. 100,000 as poor as we are. I just saw a report from Monrovia. They say a pregnant woman died at Redemption Hospital. Somebody gave birth outside the other person, and then the government is coming to waste $100,000. What is the guarantee for anything? Oh, I thought they said Sarah Beslo Yanti that the diplomatic czar. And so why do we have to pay $100,000 again for some other group of people to go be lobbying for us? To lobby for what? You say go on.
I'm a freedom fighter.
Well, what are we going to lobby for? Oh, to lobby so that the sanction that's supposed to come for Gregory and other people that you will not get sanctioned, and when the sanction comes, and then they say, oh,
I'm a freedom fighter.
the lobby against the sanction? Is that what? Because I basically don't know what you guys are going to waste the Liberian people money for when people are suffering. But we'll talk more about it right here. Thanks to Jefferson Tambakoji and the folks in the CDC that continue to demonstrate constructive opposition criticism, unlike the current president and his team while they were in opposition. I did something a post comparing the two leaders, George Weah and Joseph Boakai, their personality outside of public service, and I think it's a very good moment for us to start to compare. And you know, when Joseph Boakai left public service, what was the personality we saw? What was the individual? What was the man? So outside of public service, outside of the government tickets for travels, outside of the government privileges and all of those things, what kind of Boakai we saw? And now that we are is also outside of public service, what kind of are we seeing? We're interested to know. I tell you one thing, you have to put your leg cover down, you do your own comparative analysis. We are you're not asking people for GoFundMe to pay to put gas in your car, to buy LEC for him, to pay a house, to buy him new car. But the time our own man were not there. Our man, the time our own man was not in office, were reduced to his dilapidated, old-fashioned, rehab, unpainted home, sitting there, begging loosely all over the place. Small children put their side together and say, oh, you know, you got to put something together for the puppy. You got to put something together for the puppy. Yes, don't blame me. But look, folks, good morning, welcome. This is the People's Radio, Freedom 87.9. And of course, yeah, we do not mince our words. We call it as it is. That's what we are, the favorite in the country. We do not mesmerize, window dress, and pacify your pain. We speak it out. We expose it. All the duty bearers out. And if you want to hit us for that, that's up to you. If the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, can be hated, if Jesus Christ of Nazareth can be hated, if George Weah of Liberia can be hated, then what more about us? Well, even the divine God in heaven can be hated. So you can go ahead, bring on more hate. Bring on more hate. You're just going to hurt yourself. Because people like us who don't care about whether you like us or you hate us. If I will have your help. All the people you love, what do you not do for their life? So when you hate me, who really cares? Keep digging inside your man wood, dig inside him sufficiently, and you'll be getting hurt. I will hurt you every day, I will pin you. You inner keke, you very sweet for you. Then at some point we'll talk about education. Our young brother has established a training opportunity for young Liberians aspiring in journalism, and other communication-related skills. And of course, the TUCOM School of Professional Studies, they're going to be here for some 30 minutes to talk to us about what what programs do they have, and all of that you need to know. I know yesterday the president rolled out his national security plan, national security agenda to guarantee the protection and safety of Liberia. Of course, this is a good thing. We like to hear these kinds of conversations. Look, we always do. We are pushing the government to do good thing, but we're gonna go inside. We look at it to see and make sure that everything is correct, everything is on course, and blah blah blah. Oh yeah, that's what we have to do. Because when you leave these buggers an inch, forget it. They will rake this. They are already raking this country, but they will haul all the small. When you pull the grass from the ground, and there's some small root, they can stay with me there. So when you take your eyes off these criminals in power, these buggers, when you take your eyes off them, they will pull everything out. This country needs their life. They will suck the life out of this country, and that's how they're just indebting this country everywhere. They're just taking credit everywhere. In the corner, full of money. Oh, imagine like owing full of money in the corner. What kind of government here? Taking credit from full of money, all kind of money, Jalo shopping, all men, they're taking credit. Whoa, I want to see when you never had experience to run country. Y'all get experience, y'all can. The whole thing chakla. Big Kosu men saying that the finance ministry passing around, Jalo and put money together and credit from the men to pay salary. Oh yeah, the country now, the men are running in the Susu Club, making power. Put money together, put Jalo, yeah, you put yourself together. How much you get? Yeah, we get 50,000. We get $1 million, $1 million. Yeah, you say you're bringing the president say my credit. Nonsense government. My name is Abu, man. It's always good to be here, of course, to talk to you, our people, a part of our team song. Once we come back, we'll go through these plus other issues making news right here on the big station, the People's Radio Freedom 87.9.
About music, there are crowds in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. They can't take your law in. Crime stop right here for us, bringing safety to your door, whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must talk it, I mean you cheche. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must pass to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, From the center to interior, Crime Stop. They keep you unsafe, they stopping crimes for all.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia, folks. Welcome back to the conversation, and now we definitely are gonna go into it right here, right? We're gonna go. So let's see what we have, right? Let's begin by recognizing our friends here. It's always important. It pays a lot every time we ask you to come and join us and share our show. Drop your comments. And basically, a lot of you have been doing that very religiously, and so it's important that we also give you your flowers, as and all that. They're very consistent. People who respect your work, support your work. These are your heroes and heroines, and of course, we respect you very highly. So let's begin with you, Eugene Jabo. He says, "Good work, brother. I'm watching from Capital Bypass. This is Bobby Jadier. I'm following from my Town residence. Venetia Junior Bar. I'm following from Niku Town. He says, this is Pakai Sa. Pakai says, I'm watching from Catwell, Benson Street. Ahmed MTCC, watching from Kakata City, Markibi. He says, sorry, this is Venetia Junior Bar. Venetia is a birthday guy. He celebrates his birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Venetia Junior Bar. From Niku Town, and this is Henry Yango following closely from my end on this wet and cold Thursday evening. Thanks for the great service, my brother. Thanks always, dear friend, brother. This is Emmanuel Ellis Jr. Keep up the good work. He says, Emmanuel Koi, good morning. I'm following from Grand Jida County. Grand Jida County, Zulu Whiskey. The train is coming. I saw the itinerary. It's gonna be a whole week of festivity. Let me put it out. A whole week of festivity in Grand Jida County as the CDC moves into to commemorate its 22nd anniversary. History making. That's a good one. Right, so Granji, are you ready? Emmanuel, all of you guys, you gotta get ready. Of course, we're gonna be there. We'll be there to interact with you. The crew will be there. Freedom FM. We're gonna bring you all of the events live and direct. Emmanuel, bro, good morning. Abu Sharif, watching from Minneapolis as usual. Thank very, very kindly. David Gifloor, good morning, Freedom FM. I'm pretty seated and listening. From Majua Market, Waterside. Thank you. James Golo. I wonder how Waterside and Water Street is right now. The way rain falling, I know the poo water just flying all over, and then Moali. Yeah, sometimes because the way some people they hold I ain't let it be mentioned because one kind of mention Moali ni I just won't. Something, but so yeah, let me just forget it. James Gulo says, okay, I am James following you from Zozo this morning. Thank you very kindly. Hiton Wula Jedo, Greenville, Sando County. They felt they were breaking Hiton, but he has been very committed and serving his country. He doesn't care whatever. Hiton is there doing very well in Sando County. Thank you always. Charles Weah, good morning, Freedom FM family. My name is Charles Weah, following from Jacobtown. Fofana Perry, good morning, Abu. Good morning, Fofana. Ahmed P. Yasane, good morning, Abu. I'm following from Kiri Street. Thank you. William W. Wulu, the Civil Rights Movement official spokesperson, is watching live from Upper Catwell, Monrovia. Moalu Fofana, good morning, following from 20th Street. Christopher Sharp is also joining. You have Samuel Kofi Woods Jr., E. Armstrong, Bapu Sr., And this is Samuel Kofi Woos again. He says, this is Emmanuel Dobor. Emmanuel Dobor is a screwhead puppet, Boakai fanatic, and empty, dumb, hungry looking Boakai supporter. He's here. You can, we coming black himself so that plenty people will not know him. He's looking too hungry. Yeah, we want terrible looking people and who do not even understand their own problems. So we want anybody to come out here. Amara Jala Kamara, good morning, Freedom Radio Liberia. You can come and be very civilized, and you have a very civilized conversation. Okay, but you won't be rude, and you're looking hungry. We'll just move you from there. You carry your ruler on the other side. Good morning, Freedom Radio Liberia family, and my beloved peace and love people of the Salary District. That's Amara Jala Kamara from Brussels. Thanks. Brunel A. Gibson, Cecilia Logan, Joseph D. Yima, Christopher Bernard, Honorable J.D. Williams, Henry Tito Jr., Charles King, Amara Jala Kamara. Amara Jala Kamara asks, who killed the custom broker? Oh yeah, Liberians will have to ask that question. Who actually killed the custom broker? Ivan Tumbe. Ivan Tumbe has mysteriously died under dubious circumstances. There are a lot of reports we are getting, and they're very terrible. But dying like chicken in Liberia today has become commonplace. And you know what it means to die the chicken? When chicken die, they grab it and go chunking on the dumper and stuff. So basically, that's what happened in the country right now. Human being dying, they get a chicken. And, once the person die, there is no accountability. There is no. The state is not interested in investigating suspicious death anymore because nobody's supposed to die unnaturally. The state must protect that. That's why murder are state crimes, and these are state crimes. It's no longer about the family anymore. It becomes the country responsibility because the country have to protect each and every life. The government must be committed to that. But today, what we see, people dying, people just dying, mysterious, people just dying, people are getting killed, police people can just open gun, they fire anybody, you die. So that way you have to be careful out there. No law will take a course for you, nothing, and blah, blah, blah. So human being dying like chicken under Boakai and no accountability. We talk about it, nobody listen, they politicize it, they make it to look like politics simply because they do not want to account and you're using our taxpayers' money. The nation says this death is suspicious and we cannot understand the reason to believe that, there's reason to give clarity around these because there's no public information about this brother's illness. And then out of a sudden, after these dubious machines are in the country and then the man who cleared the machine is dead, right? And let's say that God is responsible for that, but how God can plan death when people that how God can really plan death, as soon as the cooker D machine come in the country, then the other man just die, That thing not looking feature to you. Okay, let's say now, let's say we understand it correct. So you're investigate. That's all. They investigate clear the thing. So Gary Kumo is unable to take his police and go surround Samuel Jackson home. They say, oh, the way the man would have died, not clear. So now we say the way Ivan Tumbe died, not clear. They say no, that one there, we will not talk about that one. But Samuel Jackson, and you see the way the people running the country, like something we were talking about yesterday. But anyway, Monday we talk about this Ivan Tumbe thing, and the last thing I saw a report, connecting the vice president, or I think even the vice president has some business relationship and all of that, and that's why it has to be investigated because too many things can happen when people are into partnerships and all of that, especially when you're in the partnership with powerful people and deal crossing. And the vice president are very vested in the yellow machine thing. We are not leveling any sort of allegations or accusations. We're not going to be irresponsible like the the UP folks when they were in opposition, and their media people when they were so all very hungry and desperate. We're not going to be like them. We're going to be very responsible to our country and in our public information dissemination. Basically, what we're saying, which is obvious that anybody who acts anywhere, right? The dev looks suspicious. Can you ask 1 or 2 questions? Can you invite the family over, talk to them, and can you begin the process of trying to establish the cause of death, right? Can there be an autopsy to establish? Can we do that? Can we have investigators in this town? Why not? We should. Right? People just dying like chicken. You probably in the other corner, you see dead body laying on some of video I've seen. They say where I know or somewhere near the American school there again. Human being just dying all over the place. What kind of thing is that? That what we brought rescue for? So yeah, keep dropping your comment. I'm gonna hold it there. There are other people joining from the YouTube channel as well. And so let's talk about Liberia. Nimba County. Okay. All the Nimba boys say, hey, what thing Abu coming to again? What is Abu coming to again? But Nimba is a great county. Nimba is a great county. And what I like about Nimba is the bravery that the people carry, and everybody associated. You see how some more brave is because our small Nimba connections that we got, Nimba link. Yeah, what is he? Somebody brave like that. Yeah, check it out good. Yeah. So, but you know, we told you that the Unity Party ran because at 8:30 the 2 zone people are supposed to come. Let's hope they'll be here. So let me just use this moment on my in-house and all of that. But this subject I'm going to introduce partly is a very serious conversation that next week we'll treat distinctly, discreetly, and deal with it so that you understand. We'll go into the report itself for you. It's an audit that the GSE did about the County Development Fund in Nimba. But remember, the late Senator Prince Johnson accused severally the CDC and George Weah administration for not disbursing county development funds. So they were not giving Nimba County people money, and those was the campaign line of Mr. Johnson and Vice President Kuhn. But the audit report is revealing a whole different picture. And you understand? So what many people are saying, we're just having a preliminary, talk, chit-chat over it. Let me just put it that way. We won't go into the nitty-gritty yet. Next week, we'll grab the full report for you. We'll read line by line. And then you'll be shocked to realize, people lie on George. We are plenty in this country. And you can hate some of us for as long as you want to, but we will not join the bandwagon of people who just look at decent people and just hate them and just concoct lies and start talking all kind of things. We will not do it. You got to come and tell us, make this sense and reason to us. When you listen to the people, they say, oh, the boy from the football field, the boy from Gibraltar, say how we can. Oh, is that your reason? Is that a reason for which we should just hate the man? I said, no, man, we can't. No. So, Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kuhn created a picture in Nimba that the CDC government was not paying the county development funds and social development funds. They were not giving the county money. Don Cooper, the United Party degree rogue from UL, who they said took a dead body man degree and ID number and went and stood in the line and graduated with a dead body degree. I mean, United Party can do all kind of things. So imagine they can take dead body and bring dead body in the street and say, oh, that's the other men join and say, okay, but the men are dead. So, but what any man had degree. Yeah, what a man adding no more. Give me a man adding no more. Then a man adding no more. Pay some money. Go, my man. Give me gun. Where the gun go stand? Oh, now knowing that dead body adding no more. So, but he was superintendent for like 2 years in the period of the CDC administration. But the reason I mentioned Mr. Daw Cooper, because they were all part of the bandwagon of propagandists deployed in Nimba against the CDC, in spite of the fact that they presided over the records. They knew it. But guess what? At the same time, I'm told Daw was involved in a massive construction of a massive hotel complex somewhere in San Nicole. Nimba people, y'all know the Daw Cooper Hotel, right? While they were telling Nimbayans that CDC were not giving the money, CDC were not giving county development funds, CDC were not doing this, but they were being mansion. Kun were being a hospital, Kun were being other things. Daw were being hotel, Prince Johnson were being university, Prince Johnson were being polytechnic, Prince Johnson were being this, all of them. So the individual political leaders at that time in the county were doing very well, right? But then they were telling the citizens in the county that, look, the government are not giving you money. And because the county is traditional and they have a great deal of respect for their godfather, so it made it difficult for us to penetrate with the actual information as much as we were saying them, but it made it difficult to penetrate because conversations were traditional and they had a great deal of respect for their godfather. So the moment he says one thing and he leads the bandwagon in that direction, you see that the locals follow. So it became a problem. But time always has a way of revealing the truth. So now, in their political attempt to get at the CDC, right? The GAC went ahead and they have conducted an investigation or an audit of the county development funds during the period. And God, as God could have it, all those that were the movers and shakers in Nimba during the CDC period, all of them became betrayers and they flipped and they went over to the Unity Party, right? And they are there. They became the voices and one of them became the vice president. So when accountability question starts to come, okay, is it Daw Hotel is in Saclay, PA, not in San Nicole. Yes, sorry. Just permit my ignorance on that, but at least the record is set straight. So you see, that was the picture they created. That was the picture they created, whereby monies were going, the Nimba people money were going there, and they were not giving the Nimba people money to them. They were using the Nimba people money for themselves, siphoning the Nimba people money, and also the scrap money. Nimba has scrap in that county worth over $40 million worth of scrap. How this money left Nimba, and then my man, no people we kill, and it is somehow a blessing in disguise that George Manawia looked at everything and said, you know what, God wants to reveal something to Liberians. So you know what, they think you're dead with your ticket. Let clarity come. And these are the movement for clarity, because 2029 this country is going to be redeemed. By that time, we have already known all of the criminals in the country now. And you understand? So how is it the guys campaign and deceived our people? And deceived our people on the fact that the government then was reneging, or for the most part, weren't releasing county development funds, and the audit report now, as we are seeing, have begun to show us very damaging and disturbing facts about the situation then in Nimba, and in fact, last of financial malpractices and lack of accountability in the Nimba people money. And I want to join Ta Wongbe, the lawmaker, to say that I saw a post on Ta say letting here is serious. Can you imagine? Ta now read letter to MOJ, LACC, asset recovery, and all of them. So we must go recover Dog Couple hotel. We must go there. Asset recovery. Nimba people, you gotta wake up. You gotta beat the drum. You gotta wake up. Time coming, and you not bring no. Thank God, no Godfather being. Yeah, the Godfather will get. The Godfather will get none. That two Godfather will get in the country now. We get Samuel Cooper. They will get the VP that Godfather for the Unity Party people. Then the senator, right? The senator that the real Godfather for the real people in the county. What like now? If you take the politics from there, couldn't will be Godfather in Nimba? No. Me I like to be fair with people. So same because the man of vice president and the politics and UP get power also. Yeah, so say the man of Godfather for the regime people. But the real Godfather, the traditional Godfather, that's Samuel Koga. From Buyao district. So this is it. Mismanagement of millions. And the other report shows that in Nimba, millions of the Nimba people money, millions were missing. And the projects were abandoned. They're not job we are going inside there. The government was sending the money, and you know how Nimba is. That Richard, that Jeremiah Kuhn, Prince Johnson, them, Dog Cooper, them were in charge. Were the BB people in the country. So, and then the people got robbed. For all the 6 years, 2018 to 2023, Nimba was robbed. Who robbed Nimba? Becomes the question. Mr. Vice President, you were there, very powerful, strong, from representative to senator. You were the close, yes, buddy to the godfather of the county. Who robbed Nimba? Because you're in the campaign, you say money was not going to Nimba. The report showed that money was going there. The CDF was going, the SDF was going, and they scrap money. So where is Nimba people money? So let me just read a gist of what Representative Ta Wongbe compiled. In terms of the compliance issue, the audit uncovered. 1. Over US 2.5 million and LD 34.8 million in county expenditures processed with absolutely no supporting documentation, no invoice, receipt, or vouchers. Are you listening to me? Who were the leaders in Nimba? And at the same rescue people. Well, so everybody was just hiding behind Jawia, lying on the money, passing around. Oh, Nimba people, Jawia don't want to get that kind of development for money. Whereby the same people that are talking that one, they were not magaing $2.5 million on a cover, no receipt, no paper, no nothing, right? 34.8 million LD, right? Now you see why Dokoba Bay Hotel, Jamakun Bay B Hospital, the other men big gas station, the other men did this, the other men did that. So asset recovery, you please go in Nimba, you go recover asset too now. Absolutely no supporting documentation, no invoice, receipts, or vouchers. 2. US $735,624.03 spent on infrastructure projects that auditor found were abandoned or left uncompleted across the county. This number of projects were there. The same people During the campaign time, they say CDC are not doing no project in the place. CDC abandoned. Imagine, this was the investment that the leadership of NIMBA abandoned. Only because they wanted to defame the CDC and George Weah. Pretty much tell me now. Pretty much tell me. This was the worth of the projects that were abandoned, not the one that are completed. Those that say, oh, George Weah are not doing nothing in NIMBA. You can imagine. So it was because of politics. Prince and other people wanted to play. So the leadership of NIMBA County clandestinely abandoned these projects, neglected them. And you understand? Right? 444,175 cents United States dollars disbursed as financial aid to various institutions without adequate utilization report, showing how the funds were used. Institutions like the Prince Johnson Polytechnic, the Jeremiah Kuhn Hospital, and there is no way. Hey, yeah, they all other report, they sweet me, it is sweet me. hey. Maybe that's not a UP conspiracy. They won't put the VP outside. What way would dig inside? They all other people would dig inside. Asset recovery, you will go there. You will go. Let's go to the next one. Nearly US $1 million spent on heavy equipment repairs. Nearly $1 million given to the scene. And then when you see the people fool NIMBA, say CDC did not do nothing. Give the money to your leaders. Your leaders squander the money. They ate the money. They enrich themselves. Pass around in NIMBA. You see the structure these people put down. And then the audit is exposing them like this. Folks, NIMBAians, you better wake up from that Godfather thing. You better wake up from it. Look at this. Demand accountability. Spend on heavy equipment repairs, servicing, and related works exceeding the approved budgeted by more than $478,000, while much of the equipment reportedly remain unfunctional. First of all, the money they spend, right? They even went ahead and spend more than that money, additional of over $400,000. They say they were repairing the NIMBA County machines. But then the report showed that the very machine they utilized the money for on the record, those machines are still unfunctional. So who took the money? Right? Let's go down. I said the thing is juicy, the thing pan, and the president branch, the captain on the president bench to answer for where NIMBA County people money go to. Kun will be wearing the captain bench. You'll be saying that. Then talk about can't say that name. Prince Johnson by United, so I don't know how I would do it. But yeah, we can. As I recover, we can still recover the property. We can still take it and turn it over to the state. 4 years, January 2022 to December 2023, without a single official county council sitting, completely killing legislative oversight while these funds were being emptied. Who were the leaders of the counties? My grandma. What I picking I can do the skit can say my grandma. Let me take some course on this. I told you, I said we're just doing small kini, Monday we'll enter inside the whole thing. We learn by learn, dissect the whole thing and start 0776 104 104 06 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104. The old man from Westminster say, that job we are competing and so, and they lie on the body. They say the Paul was not doing. The Paul was committed to helping his country. And when they come and say, we need to do this, and say, you'll get the people money. 0776. Let's hear Hugh. What do you think about this conversation? And then shortly we'll take our guys. Okay, 0776 104 104 06 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call, and you will be live. Okay, this caller went off 0776 104 104 086 500 104. You're the first caller. Good morning.
Good morning, brother Abu. How you doing, my brother?
I'm okay.
Okay, this is just morning. I call you for the brother.
Go ahead.
I just paid a call because of the document you read over there. Putting those items out of that conflict. I don't know what will be their response. The other governor, what will be their response? The other rules in Campbell. But then I will listen to you Monday so that you can keep. But don't be one page behind.
Okay.
So all of them, I will know them, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you very kind. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Ibrahim Jeremy. I'm calling from Farming County. I'm from Nema.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you see, people get a Bible to say, why you so that we're happy. When talk about what doing now, once of men who were in Nema in 2023, talk about even people that had armed robber, they send people to kill in a house. It was not easy that they seen in a very report coming. And got a hotel in Sagati. Where entering Sagati town, I know the hotel.
Okay. Thank God everybody know. So how can he was building hotel, but then the country are not getting money, and his salary was just I think 2,000 and change. So how can you are paying that kind of BBT there, but then you are still telling the country say they're not giving money to y'all, but then he was the administrator, chief administrator of the county, and the other report is showing this one here.
At that time, he was still superintendent. The people just found out means to just get we are last Spring Johnson regret that. So now it coming on they will prove it.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. So the eye opener for Nimba people is coming. Good morning.
Good morning, President Abu. Good morning to our best parties citizens of our country, especially our freedom. My name is what is and I don't want to come and change our slave required community. But I need to thank you. You see, that the national web city power be there. The VS people will be red and the VS will be so. Thank you so kind, President.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, brother. My name is Freeman Harper, and I'm voting for our community red line. You see, the essence of herbalism is for one to die so other can live. President, we are actually dying for this country so that the country will get better, so that we will live again. But we saw it to be different. You know, politics, sometimes we misdefine politics and things to be hatred. Politics is not hatred. Politics also seek reality. When someone does good, at least for the sake of the same people you want to govern, what can you be truthful? Truthful then is everything matters. So if you want to seek power, then you be truthful to the matter. It can be too good for the country, for that particular country. But these people, they never meant well for the country. But like Nigerians are seeing it today. We always we will live with it, and then up to 2029, we see the spirit of wickedness in this country.
Yeah, they won the campaign all in the country. They started speaking geo and telling the boss, say, oh, the city government ain't giving no money. What about the money or coming? They were safuni the money. Good morning. Morning.
Yeah, thank you for the national invasion money. And Abu, you see, what is about the Jew? We always discuss the Jew as a terrible Jew. The Jew will always be terrible. Because when you step the Jew, you always stay alone. I always tell people, yes. You know, I'm from Nima. I always tell people, why do we have this on our country? People should not be unfaithful.
Oh yeah. So imagine if Nima leaders were going to apply these monies the right way. What was going to happen?
Yes.
Complete transformation. Good morning. You're the second to the last caller.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
This is Johnny Hackman. I call you my comfort in Brazil. Abu, you see, good can never die. I can remember, all of the second country. I was supposed to look at the intent of development in John West. I was in Nima County. They did everything to see how we could serve out people in Nima County.
The whole narrative in Nima started changing. Nima started, exposing. Nima got exposed, and we saw a lot of things going on.
also there. At the end, Prince Joseph come out because he's told we have to gain the entire country money for him to pack it and determine the fate of the country. And we have to know. He began to come out a whole lot of lies, mental fee, the fund for the country, the government refusing to get it to the country. These are all lies. These are all lies because he Prince Johnson, last new time he regretted in the future. You see, these are all lies against the CDC government. What the people of Nima County want to get away to do for them. Today you see the report that you coming out with. That's it, Abu later.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Master.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Marky Andres William calling from PHP community.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, my son Abu, the Nimanians are very much ungrateful.
No, not everybody. I want to be general lasting thing like that. Let you deal with it. Let's deal with the men who have in the cookie jar. Let's deal with that one and forget it. They're very decent people.
The item ungrateful, the Jeremiah
They fool the people. They boy in. Not that the people are ungrateful. They laugh to the people.
Our president not the terror. They were hard in it. That was blessing. But I'm not there when they saw they were shot with everything.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. They other report. They will not put them in the dustbin. Even they prosecute them, but we will be singing song. We'll be singing song. Good morning. Who ate Nima County people money? Good morning. Let's hear you.
Good morning. Good morning, Abu.
Mm-hmm.
This is Mama from St. Paul's Way. So, Abu, everything that goes around must come around. Hey, come here, around.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah Kun. Well, you know Kun Lester. He's stealing, he's killing everything. You don't know it? We know it. I couldn't food anybody. So you will feed it. We want to know what is bad better than they will order him and nobody believe. It can take 100 years, they will order him. I tell you, thank you.
Thank you very much. You see, God can't word doing it. So they GSC men want to get there now. The men wear political gamble. So you just going for all CDC things. So I ain't doing well for Nima County owner, but you forget to know that Nima, the men that are in charge, all the men that rescue men, the other men that whole vice president in rescue. The men. So when as a recorder go there, that we gonna go call the vice president. Then we'll go and take Prince Johnson remains and bring him in the court too. Yeah, I answer the question, but we want to know who in Nima put money. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank God. My name is Ibrahim. I call from Crystal Police, a member of Concern Librarian for Justice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my brother.
Concern Librarian for Justice. So you got to join with the hashtag who ate Nima people money. We need to know.
We are willing to do everything possible to make the Congress speak. It's not a level of God to do it right. Because the evil of this world is too much.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, if I go through what is happening, there's a system that is built. So deception is the one that leading the world. So that's how easy. And you have a lobbying. How the people are lobbying in the United States for the government name to go. That's the kind of system that is building the world.
Mm.
So that
means the government. But we will get to that one. You don't rush the topic. You don't rush the topic now, my man. Just hold the thing here that Thursday. The thing here we gotta go gingerly. Right, so folks, this is the Freedom Money Rise, and of course, you're listening to Liberia's most informative breakfast conversation, where we talk the politics, the issues, and of course, without fear and no favor. And so, we're going to take this break to talk education, capacity building, and of course, skills enhancement, and all of that with our young brother who continues to serve his country. No matter what, so he has developed a whole new program, and this is a familiar name, a familiar face, and of course, we will be speaking with Mr. Hagar Gonda and his team from Tukon School of Professional Journalism, where they're going to be talking to us about exactly what they're into, encouraging you to go and get skilled. Go and send your children there. Your child want to be like Abu Sharif. They want to be like Austin Kawa, Abraham Gosson, William. We're not talking about the other rescue, better driven journalist kind of thing. You know, we're teaching that one there. And we're teaching nationalistic journalism where young people will be willing to deny themselves offers and privileges. You know, someone they will kind of tell you some of the things some of the offers.
Mokato report. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia is the partner, sponsor of the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9. But look, folks, very interesting moments in the country. And in the midst of all of these things, have you all noticed that our darling First Lady has gone in I don't know, missing in action? Our darling First Lady gone missing in action. And me, I like to be very concerned, want to make sure. So now, where is the First Lady? Where is Makatumu Baka? Makatumu says you're going to build a foundation. Then all of a sudden, we're not seeing Makatumu anymore. So yeah, please tell us. I'm getting some reports around that as well. I don't know a thing about. We need to understand why is Makatumu silent, and while she's typically unheard of, we don't see her presence no longer in the public. What is going on with the President of the Republic of Liberia, the wife of our president, Katumu Yatabwaka? What is going on? And, the public needs to know, right? Is she fine? Is she okay? Or have the lady been disconnected from the public life of her husband? Because that thing is by law. Yeah, I don't know. The whole vice president, for the office, they did that 419 London scholarship thing happen. I don't know that thing. Yeah, so the whole relationship. But anyway, we'll be asking small that woman. The guys from Tugon, he got Gonda. The man is here. The man seat now change. We know what happened. But he got good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning to you, and good morning to the listeners this morning. It's a pleasure being here. Like you said, my seat have changed. I'm here this morning in different capacities. I'm grateful for that. Whatever it is, I'm grateful that I'm here this morning, and thank you for the invite.
The young man has grown very into schooling, but that doesn't mean he is completely out of radio and all of that. As much as all of the technical stuff are sorted out behind the scene, he got to make his return and all of that. But today we're here to talk about his endeavor, his project and program he's embarked upon, which is dispensing knowledge and tutoring young aspiring Liberian students in journalism and all of that. So Higa, again, welcome. He has established this Tugon Educational Foundation and the Tugon School of Professional Journalism. So basically talk us through what Tugon Education Foundation is all about and your own inspiration behind this establishment.
Thank you, Abu. So Tugon Educational Foundation, like you hear the name, is an organization purely established to get involved into community impact programs and youth empowerment, and of course women empowerment as well. Tugon came on the backdrop of our service to our community, where we sat from afar what it was like in our community, looking at several of our young friends and invited women and children in the community who had the passion to acquire certain vocational skills, but that wasn't possible for them because of the lack of those programs in our community, in our very few that was there, they were cost intensive, so they could not go to attend those programs. So we got involved into community service. We saw that as our first topmost priority to bring on board programs that at least will empower our young friends in the community, and based on that, we established a Tugon Educational Foundation. But then we were legally registered, so we were partnering with an organization that was legally registered that they themselves were involved into community service. So we partnered with them, and in 2014 we launched our first program there in partnership with our partners. So since then, yes, it's been running, and but then since the guys who we are working with are the mobile kind of organization where they move from one place to another.
Okay, they're not stationed.
Yeah, they're not stationed one place. So we now thought we can do this. Now that we've partnered with people who at least have given us more insight of what it is, like we can try to register our organization, make it more legal, and do this, station one place and do what we can do. So that's how we fought and got all of our legal documents to run Tugon Educational Foundation.
Okay, so right now the foundation is running the journalism school.
Yes, the foundation. That's the first. Yes, all of our programs is going to be formed under the foundation. So whether you hear about the Tugon Vocational Institute, the Tugon School of Professional Journalism, these are all programs that are going to be running under the Tugon Educational.
Okay, let's talk about the programs. Okay, so basically there are two of them. So let's
the vocational program and the journalism. But basically, for now, we put emphasis on the journalism program.
Okay.
So, being from the media background, looking at what it is in our communities, in the country, several of our young friends wanted to venture in the media profession or in the journalism profession, but there is apparently lack of accessible media institution that is able to build them up. So we thought it was to establish the Tugun School of Professional Journalism, an institution that is going to be involved into building up young aspiring journalists. So the Tugun School of Professional Journalism, we thought to get all of our legal documents as well from the government. So we engaged with the Ministry of Education, and we
Coming here saying that terrible feedback. Oh, go ahead. Let's see.
so we engaged with the Ministry of Education. So we've been given the go ahead through the Assistant Minister for TVET at the Ministry of Education. So everything that we're doing or we're going to be doing is something that is recognized. We acquire a diploma from the Tugun School of Professional Journalism. It is something that when you take it out there, it's going to be recognized by even a government institution.
So the question has basically not been about the number of schools we have and all of that, but the worries has been around the quality that one has got to offer. So let's talk about that. What quality are you bringing?
You're right, Abu, about that. So we start from afar and look through the media, looking into our various communities and looking at listening to various platforms, whether on social media, on the radio, or whatever it is. We listen to all of what it is, and then what we came to terms with is that there is a need for a more professional media institution so that will be focused on building the young people of our country, especially for those who want to get involved into professional journalism, not just journalism particularly, but communication. So as part of the programs we are offering at Tugun School of Professional Journalism, we got English and communication skills. Abu, you are aware, many of our young friends, when you listen to them engaging the microphones these days, you are disappointed sometimes how they construct their English and all of that. And because of that, it killed the spirit that you will have to listen to radio when you are out there. So we think that it is important to bring on board this aspect of our English and communication skills that is going to build the communication ability of our young friends. So English and communication skills are part of that. Introduction to journalism, those basic components, those things that you have, the do's and don'ts that you have to know and understand as a professional journalist, is going to be part of our beginner courses. And of course, media laws and ethics. What you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do when you are a journalist. So all of these things are going to be a part of our first, that is the beginner courses. And then when you leave from the beginner, you go into the junior, where you have to do writing and reporting. You have to do broadcast journalism for both radio and TV. Do the news editing. All of that are part of our junior courses. And in fact, you have to also do investigative journalism. How you engage, what are some of those things that you're supposed to do when you are investigating critical cases? What are some of those things that you are supposed to do? They are part of our junior courses. And then when you leave from there, obviously you go into the senior class where you be doing the photojournalism and of course video production. And you also going to be doing digital journalism, social media, whatever it is, and all of that, all of that. So then after that, before you graduate, you will have the opportunity to feature, maybe bring our students here, freedom, and then the mission here, all of that here. It will take us at the technician first. We start with going to the transmitter room, looking at all of those basic things that you're supposed to do and understand as a professional journalist, how to work. And of course, after that, you have to go for practical affiliation. So maybe based on our partnership with Freedom, we send like 5-6 students here at Freedom, and we are going to have practical.
I don't know. We having some issues with the sound, but let's see. Yeah, because it's good on this end. So I don't know what is happening. So, but let's just run through quickly, very, very, very quickly, and then so the duration of the program, how many?
It's 9 months.
9
months divided into 3.
So is it a certificate program or diploma?
It's a diploma program. So the 9 months is going to be divided into 3, like I said, a trimester. So you do the beginner courses, then you pass to.
How costly is it?
So Abu, that is one thing that we've considered, and looking at all of those institutions, journalism institutions in the country, we can safely tell you that ours is the least, not in terms of the quality of education that we anticipate to give our students, but in terms of fees.
Okay.
Check all over, we are the only school around yet to 2-digit figure in terms of fees.
What is your fees?
So that is why we want the students, because if I start answering that question, what is the fees? The next question from the audience will be the dress code, the information sheet, the entrance, the days and time. So we just blended all of that into our information sheet, and we made it more affordable for audience. Anybody having
so what you can say now, the fees are affordable.
The fees are affordable.
So, but you want people to go and pay for the information sheet
so
to get the information.
Give you more insight of all of those. Basic,
but it should be a privilege that people listening to you.
So yes, you're right. You're right about that. So,
but if you don't want to say, it's okay.
Not really that I don't want to say it, but we want to give our people the time to be able to go and acquire the information sheet that is going to answer all of the questions.
So who is qualified to be a patron? What level? Elementary, junior, senior high?
Yeah, for that, diploma. You have to, we will be considering people out of high school, or like our students now writing their WAS. So you're writing your WAS, yes, you can enroll, because we expect that before you graduate from the Tugun School of Professional Journalism, you will also be out of high school. So students, like I said, 12th graders who are currently writing their WAS can attend, and those out of high school already, maybe you've been out of high school, you've been admiring the journalism profession, but you've been finding it difficult to find an institution that you can go to acquire knowledge. Yes, it is for you. And then next semester, we're talking about people who will be finishing the first semester of their 12th grade year can be able to enroll in the Tugun School of Professional Journalism.
Where is Tugun located?
Yeah, so we are located 72nd. As soon as you get around the 72nd junction, if you're coming from the whether the Partnersville end or the red light end, once you get around the 72nd junction, there is a popular school around there called the Semwa International Academy. Okay. Semwa is almost adjacent the Barracks Field Junction. As soon as you walk from the Barracks Field Junction, walking like you go towards
wearing
the go, I think go and brown, something like that. Okay. Yeah. So once you walk down after the Barracks Field Junction, going like you go towards the boulevard, not far from the 72nd junction, just like 5 or 6 minutes. Just ask anyone around. You see the orange tower. There's a dusty orange tower. You can still recognize the orange tower and see the same white is in a brown fence. The building color is cream and brown. So once you get there, tell the guys there that you came to maybe purchase your information sheet or maybe do your entrance registration, because registration for our entrance is currently ongoing.
Okay.
Yes, they acquire the aptitude test. The registration is ongoing. It's just for 500 LD. So from that alone, you can know that what we're talking about, because that is the only media school in this country now that I can tell you that is I'm giving out entrance for just.
So the entrance is scheduled for when?
So the entrance is scheduled.
And registration is open up to what time?
So registration is open up to our first entrance.
That's entrance registration.
Yes, entrance registration is currently ongoing. Like I said, the campus hosting us they are writing WAS there, so because of that we have to adjust our entrance time and of course dates. So we intend to start writing our first entrance on the 20th. Our first entrance is going to be on the 20th. So all of those registering of this month, June. Yeah, June. So all of those registering will have to we'll be doing the entrance on the 20th. So we want to give more time to the people, more time to us, so you get adjust. Like we said, the fees is something you can afford. We're going to be paying. We just want to see this. We're going to be paying a little for the entire program. We're going to be paying outside of the uniform, which is $10 for the t-shirt, the ID card, $6, and then the fees is just $60. Okay, so with that you already understand where we are here. So it's just something that you can afford. 60 USD is something that you can afford to acquire a professional journalism training.
And to have a career for yourself.
That's very and it's not just basically about journalism. Like I said, journalism alone, you're also going to be doing communication. You notice many of our friends, when they engage the media, they engage the radio, the phobia sometimes. They're not able to talk and all of that. So when you attend the Tugun School of Professional Journalism, first they will give you control over English and give you that self-confidence that you're able to present yourself wherever you go, whatever platform. You're able to even engage the President of the Republic and I see interviewing him. You're not going to be like jittering around.
Okay, his name is Hagar Gonda. Of course, he's the administrator of Tugun School of Professional Journalism. It's a leader journalism school there in the second area. You can take advantage. People out there probably interested in getting connected. By all means, how do they get you? How do they get to school? Yes, the address is known, but do you have a contact?
Yes, so we got our contact numbers that are available for those wanting to have more information. Maybe also direct you to the campus. Maybe they might get it. You can call us on 0775. 444-272, 0775 444-272, or 0888 999-681. 0888 999-681. Numbers. Call and just once you call, direct you the campus, whatever information you want. You can have it. And the good thing is maybe when you are far from the campus and you don't want to be paying your way up and down, going, coming, you can just send us. You can just send your if you want to purchase the information sheet, just send your money, and then we WhatsApp the information sheet to you. So you see how it is like. So when you come in on the campus and you come in maybe for your entrance registration, you can also send your entrance registration fees through our mobile money number. That is when you one day we give it out. That is after you've called us. Then you just send your registration fees. And yes, you good. With whatever it is. You don't want maybe somebody will be like I'm around the Partnersville end, or I'm way inside Dixville, or maybe I'm around the Johnsonville end. Yeah, the transportation costs, coming to get purchase information sheet to go back, or coming to register for your entrance to go back is going to be cost intensive. So to break it down for you, just send your information sheet money through the mobile money number and send us your WhatsApp number plus your full name, and we send the information sheet to you. Or if you also want to register for your aptitude test, just the same thing, send us your registration fees and then send us your full name, and you get done with the registration. On the day of entrance in your work on the campus, you already be recognized.
Okay, anything final for the entire thing just before? What would he ask you that you want to share with the public about Tugun?
So we just want to say thank you as always for the opportunity. It's good that many of you are now getting involved in the supporting our initiative, for which we are grateful. And just again to re-emphasize some of what we've said, you can obtain 9-month diploma in journalism just by attending the Tugun School of Professional Journalism. You listen to Abu, you listen to Hagar, you listen to Kai, you listen to Abraham Weir, and all of those people. You admire them so much. This is an opportunity for you to learn from the fountain of knowledge from some of those people, in fact, that you listen to. Some of those that you can sit and admire are going to be your instructor. And that is one thing that we did not talk about here, the quality of instructors. Abu, it's interesting to know that a diploma program is having all of our lecturers there are master's holders. Cool. So you see how important it is for our students. So we've talked to many of our veteran media practitioners in the country. Yes, just last evening, I was in conversation with a big brother, Solomon Ware, who has seen so much interest in this and is willing to give back to the country, to the young people. So he's so much interested in this. So we're going to be having more veterans, qualified journalists who are going to be lecturers at the professional journalists. So it's another opportunity for you who have sat there and always want to become journalists. So you just call any of the numbers that we give out 0775 444 272 0775 444 or 0888 You can be part of the new generation of media practitioners.
Exactly. So that's it. You have the numbers. Higa Gonda is the man, and you call up and get all of the information you need and be a part of the new generation of media practitioners. But Higa, just before you leave, your followers have been asking and thinking. They say, "Oh, Higa, you know, cross over to the rescue people." So I said, the number question there, I'll ask you. You know, cross over to the rescue people. They not the Nima people will not carry you.
So so that's one thing. But Abu, it's good that you asking the question. I purposely did not come for us to, because I did that. Once the line is going to be open, people will ask this question. But honestly, I see them miss the microphones. But this is what we've decided to get involved into as well. It's not like you say, it's not that we are 100% leaving what we love doing. We just want to get what we are running after. We just want to get it established. And once it is running, we can get back to where we started. And I may sort of view our audience, yes, but this is where we are. We have to always look for more opportunities to give back to our communities. We just sit down, like I said to OKFM the last time, we just sit always and talk. And many of those things that we're talking about, those who are supposed to implement them to transform the lives of the people, they are not. Who they may see Nana, or who the candidate is seeing right now that is running a vocational school, who the candidate is seeing right now that is doing quick programs and projects. No, they are not doing it. They are waiting for 6 months to election or a year to election. They come back to the people. So we cannot sit and just follow that always. We can come in now and be able to give back to our communities. This is what we are doing.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for
you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Ms. Higa, we're going to take this break. We'll come back. We talk our lobby conversation right here on the big station, Freedom 87.9. This break, we'll be right back.
Shama musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you will report it. Don't take law in your hands for the real authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia, folks, welcome back to the final lap of the conversation right here on Freedom 87.9. It's 4 minutes after 9 o'clock. And yes, we're back. Let's hope we're okay. I think the problem is from the life itself, because the system here looks good. We've done some late touches and all of that. But I don't know. Let's pray that everything is okay. All right? So on yesterday, we all saw the news, follow the revelation from CDC Secretary General Jefferson Tambakoji. And I've always told you and always try to do a comparative analysis or juxtaposition between the UP in opposition to the CDC in opposition now. The quality that we're seeing, and and all of that. But just before I go into this, let me just share with you, our followers, particularly, what I said. The Boga 10-year security team will find time to talk about it, though. But let's look at the play where our country money going first. And you agree? Let's talk about our country money, because the country was suffering. We need money to take care of a lot of things, but the regime will have. They just collecting millions and millions, just putting it any kind of group of people, just organize and say, oh, come, we want to take million care to you. You understand? So it's important to always do that. It gives you a perspective to know the good and the bad, ugly, the evil, and all of that. You must always put yourself in a position to compare and contrast. Understand? Because when everybody arguing, everybody present themselves like, oh yeah, we are the best people, we are this. But time can help you. UP have had her time in governance, 12 years. And then they became opposition. But before that 12 years, nobody had a real practical opposition experience of unity party and how they can be. So God made it possible that they became opposition for 6 years. And you saw them in governance. They blunder, they squander, right? They rake, they mortgage this country for 12 years. You retired them for 6 years. You saw the attitude they were. You saw what they became and how they contributed to nation building, right? And then the CDC came from opposition and became a ruling party. You also saw them building community roads, housing unit, hospitals, recreational parks or centers for our students, sending doctors to specialize, increasing doctor salaries. You saw them. Fast forward, UP comes back to power. CDC goes to opposition. Right? Then you compare when CDC left power and came to opposition, how are they behaving? To why when UP lost power after 12 years and became opposition? Then you say, but the two parties here in the time, we try to make it like all of them the same. No, they're not the same. There's a difference. The other people here, they're desperate. The other people, they're intentional. Anytime they come there, the whole country, nothing can be happening. It can just be noise. They be pretending like doing something. But after all, when you do the final analysis, you see zero. That the same way, after 12 years, they took inflation or the GDP of the country from a well-off position. They brought it down to 2.something%. CDC had to struggle, bring it way back up to 4.something, almost 5%. And turn it over to them in 2023. But in 2020, when they inherited the economy in 2005, 2006, in 2017, when they're turning it over, they broke the whole thing down. The data are there. I will not be able to provide you them right now, but the facts are there. So now, we'll come to the conversation. So I say, let's look at the two big people right now. Mr. Boakai, Mr. Weah. President, former president. The other one, former president. The other one, former vice president. And now the other one has become former president. So now, two, personality. So let's check them in opposition. When they become opposition, what kind of personality they have adapted? What kind of person they become? George Weah, out of public service and public office, just a snippet, is defined as a man, right, that goes out on global stages. He makes international headlines, right? You don't make international headlines lightly. You have to be really, extraordinary. You have to be distinguished. You have to be undertaking distinguished things to be able to make international and global headlines. So George Weah, while out of public office, he is making international headlines. He is, embarking on groundbreaking platforms. The world sees him. The world knows him. He's participating to global conversation and global debate, just as Ellen, when she left public office. His class is still there. It has never left him. He is still flying private jet. He's still going with his delegation, with all his staff. He's still having people. He's still moving, big, responsible, and all of that. When you see him, he appear in your country. You see his delegates around him. You see people with him. You see people doing his stuff. You know that B mayor coming from some kind of country. So he has continued to represent Liberia and keep the nation's presence on the biggest of stages, even outside of the presidency, to speak. You understand? Now, let's come to our Wonsonga Pape. Wonsonga Pape, after 12 years as vice president, what happened to Wonsonga Pape? What kind of Wonsonga Pape we knew around here? Joseph Boakai. For President Joseph Boakai out of public office, he got literally relegated. That means you come down in status. And those of you that follow football, when they relegate you from the first division, you can come down to the second division. So as soon as you take Joseph Boakai from public office, he gets automatically relegated. His life, everything goes down. He gets relegated and reduced to no other place. But to his dilapidated old-fashioned home in rehab. You all remember after the 12 years when Joseph Boakai lost public office? He went back in here, Congo, with mud all over the place, unpaved roads, got reduced, left the limelight. Nobody knew him, no contact could work, no connection, no invitation for any international occasion, nothing. He was just reduced to a little old, dilapidated, old-fashioned rehab Congo. He was there. And then when he sat there, he started gently reaching out to people, and people started, then the government started giving him small thing, giving him car and everything. The world never knew him anymore out of public office. That became Joseph Boakai. And then, not only that, when Joseph Boakai went there, the character we saw was a statement that reduced himself to fermenting domestic political agitation, right? By organizing, leading, and of course, supporting angry young enthusiasts, right? To agitate against their country, to agitate against the government, and all of that. Now, when they stopped there, we saw a statement reducing himself to endorsing anti-government protests after the order, because he has lost clout, he has lost face, and all of that. That's how Boakai becomes in opposition. We saw him approving undemocratic maneuvers, right? With the lack of Cummings and how do you call the guy? with all the lobbyists looking for sanction on the country, spending money. Remember that 80 some more thousand they pay, right, to lobby against Liberia for the development assistance not to come to the country, right? That's what I call undemocratic political maneuvers. And lastly, we saw a man reduced to soliciting mobile money and GoFundMe assistance from struggling Liberians at home and in the diaspora. This was exactly what defined Mr. Boakai while out of public office. There is no debate about this. These things are known facts. There's a record to that. The president himself confessed. You saw the clothes the president was in. What I'm wearing now is even more sparkling than what the president was wearing that day when he made that interview to declare to the world that he was living on loan. And that was a declaration of that was an appeal. That was an SOS call when the whole former vice president come on public radio and say, in fact, I'm living on loan to sustain my life. I'm living on loan. You're technically trying to say, y'all got to send me some money. You got to help me because it's not easy. I got to be taking loan. And in fact, I can't even sustain the loan. Right? So that happened with the other man. Ellen, I've never done that since Ellen left power. She passed around, she do her thing. One day in here, Ellen complained to say, oh, somebody send me gas. Somebody do the other one for me. It's about the way you organize yourself. But the way you carry yourself. It's about the leadership that you're endowed with. So these are two distinct Liberian leaders with different characters and different personalities that the world should look at, that Liberians should look at and begin the process of evaluation. So the bottom line here is Mr. Weah Damascus mimics a true national asset and an iconic leader, branding Liberia and commanding global respect even outside of public office. Whereby Mr. Boakai is a classic and upgraded state liability, dependent on state resources and privileges, and the moment that is taken away from him, he gets reduced and he'll go back in the corner, and then the only arbor is on, the only way I can make it, I gotta go by in public office. So even at 80 years, he still wants to come to public office. So you see, so sometimes you gotta do this thing, it gives you a whole clear perspective. But anyway, that's what it is, and we thought to just let you know about that. But we are not finished yet. What we actually want to say is the scam that happened to this country 2023. When it was being heralded that, of course, what Liberia needed for redemption, what Liberia needed for rescue was a man with over 40 years of governmental experience. And they told the people that this man have got the connection, and the moment that he's announced and is occupying the executive mansion, these connections, the dividends of these connections and contacts will start to come to the country and all of that. Will come to the country. Right? To come to the country and start to ensure that NGOs and employment comes. And they even told motorcyclists that you're riding motorbike because the government has no connection and they can't create a job for you, so you'll be. But when you make me president, I'm Joseph Boakai, I've been here, I know the thing. Something. Only to find out that 3 years later, after all the men experience, men put all experience to bear, it not work. And bring one cold water plastic company in the country just to produce cold water plastic, and bring that company. All his experience, all his contact, over 20 cabinet meeting and brainstorming on idea on what to do to face the country. Everything failed. Over 30 plus different travels up and down, going to I can't remember some of the country again. Funny country then all the men are going all over, stay, not work. Nothing work. The man come back in confession to say, you know what, Liberian people, yeah, I can't make it. So what we'll do, I will take 100,000 and be giving it to the organization in Morocco for them to go help or look for people. So, but if it were going to cost us 100,000 for the world to know us, and that your personality was not going to help, then what was the essence of change? Why did we bring you here? What was the worth of your experience? What was the worth of your bureaucratic, experience over the years? Why did we have? Why should we have gone for, an 80 years old man, right? If we still needed to spend 100,000 on lobbyists, come to think about it, because we wanted to save those ones. We wanted a personality that will speak to the world for itself. We wanted a personality that will attract, a personality that will construct conversation, that will find solution, create jobs, right? Zero know-how. The other brother again saying coming from African Development Bank, he the best economy in Liberia, the best man who become finance minister of brain. What about that big-headed boy? Dunga flare inside that big coat. They come with zero idea. The whole economy scratching in his hand. No money. Everybody's complaining. Everybody's crying everywhere. So then, aside from people trying to say, oh, but lobby this, but this was a scam. This was a complete scam. Because if we are still footing the burden and the president personality cannot open any door for us, then there is a problem. In as much as we still have lobbyists, to couple with what we are personality could attract. Because with we are personality, we got an Emory Hospital, we got funding for the 14 military hospital, we got the different recreational parks around here that give Liberia or Monrovia a whole different facial look and aesthetics, right? Then we said, no, we didn't want that. We wanted a 40-plus-year-old experienced old man that has come here and has attracted zero. But rather, they were exploiting the country. His family vested in almost all of the different concessions in this country. The reason why they lack the fortitude to speak authoritatively to these people, to treat our country very well and treat the people decently. And today, you have business people crying to the port. When you buy a $15,000 vehicle from the States and you want to bring it through the port of Monrovia, for example, you have to have something like $8,000 to $9,000 that you have to pay to government. Tell me, what sense does it make? Tell me. Squeezing it out of the people, and businesses are going down. So if you add that, right, $9,000 to your $15,000, right, you're gonna be talking about where around $20 more thousand, right? So how much is that person going to sell that car in Monrovia for? Let's say a Wrangler. How much is that person going to sell that Wrangler for in Monrovia? He priced it at $30,000 or so after all of the other expenses, right? Let's say $35,000. Then let's look in Monrovia. How many people business are doing well that are able to buy $30,000? Wrangler that go in Sierra Leone, Guinea, Ivory Coast, the small trainer riding up and down, yet working in Liberia, it becomes a whole big hell about thing for anybody to own because the government has put a whole something there. Wrangler that was supposed to be at least buying here for around $17,000, $18,000, but because of the cost to the port, right? Metex and CTN that we are hearing that the first family is heavily connected with. You see, Katumu in Letuma talking. As soon as they Metex and they LTM operate, she just realized that. Senior Connor, that I say let's look for the Oma. Let's know where is the Oma. What businesses are crying? When you have, how much do you make in profit in Liberia today that you have to go pay $35,000 to $40,000 for one vehicle. Go to the used car garages, you see the way the people are crying. So these things are bad. And then the president goes to America, Sam Steve Qua and Sarah Beslow Yanti, like I've always heard, the fake foreign minister who just eating show, free show, because people decide to just lower the standard, and they just feel like, that woman doesn't impress me. I've never seen anything impressive from that woman performance as foreign minister. Nothing. Zero. See what we're talking about? Oh, nothing happened to the country. The country have not attracted nothing. Who is supposed to make the case? Who is supposed to make that case? The woman passes around, just eating free show, and everybody say, oh, a very minister. She just get a few media people there, giving a small thing, and then get Kiatama then on some kind of Bagbati consultancy, and then we can hear in our ear, a regular American system function. They say they got to get out to Sarah. Sarah, you are in a room where the American government decided to designate countries that they will not be processing visas in anymore. How did you contribute to that? Can you show us what you did? What is that? Now, here's the breaking news that they try to classify and hide from the Liberian people. According to Jefferson Tamakoji revelation, the Bwaka Nkun regime has embarked on a process in the US. And according to sources in Washington, the government have ended a lobbying contract to a firm in the United States of America. And that firm, they're going to be paying from our tax dollars $100,000 monthly. The government, Joseph Boakai, signed B paper for, I will give the name of the company, for some company in Morocco, and see the companies will be there to be talking to people for him. To be telling people, Boakai that old man, and he the president of Morocco, and he say he want help, so you got to help him. So it's no guarantee that whether the people agree or not, but just that, that mean to be talking for you $100,000. Then when we open the phone line, you talk to him, whether it makes sense, whether I have rescue governments to operate or not, right? You remember when Boakai traveling, that 100,000 can be on a cart, and you can remember that time. So that 100,000 plus the other 100,000, because when Boakai traveling to that 100,000, you have to go lobby to go. So that 200,000 right there. So let me read verbatim what Mayor Koji posted, which is something that we are. So the Boakai Nkun regime, the same regime that cannot pay salaries on time, cannot stock hospitals with basic medicines, cannot protect citizens from extrajudicial killing, and cannot stop Guinea from encroaching on our sovereign territory, has secretly hired a powerful Republican lobbying firm in Washington, D.C. to polish their image on the world stage. And there is a background to this that I will tell you that probably is not in the public for a lot to know. There's something that made the government to embark on this. When they did this, they go on May 2026. And there's a development that came that forced them into these negotiations, and they're willing to surrender 100,000 of our taxpayers' dollars too. After acting irresponsible, violating and abusing human rights, disrespecting the rule of law and the constitution in this country, they got reminded at a critical juncture, and now they're going to spend 100,000. I challenge anybody in the government to come and say these things are not true. Now, a Republican lobbying firm in Washington, D.C. to polish their image on the world stage. So now, I thought the government said they have restored Liberia's image. Liberia now is respected. So now, why is the same government that said they restored the image still paying $100,000 every month to polish the same image? How our image is already restored and okay, we're respected, then we go pay $100,000 again to polish. I told you always that the government is a lying government. They always lie, right? The image of the government it's not. It's terrible. It has deteriorated. It has gone down, right? If this was the moment where Liberia had applied to be a member of the for a non-permanent seat on the Security Council, we were going to lose it because our human rights records are terrible right now as we speak, right? So the image of our country was built in the latter days of the CDC to a point where we became attractive for membership on the Security Council. Then, but today I challenge, we cannot compete for any global seat with these damaging human rights record, abuse for the rule of law, and abuse for the Constitution that the president himself swore an oath to protect and uphold in this country in this time. We cannot. So today they have to pay a whooping $100,000 every month to polish the image of this dilapidated regime. That's where we are. So you still have the effrontery to come here and argue with us and tell us, say, oh, Baka is leading the country correct. How you leading the country correct? You paying people $100,000 to polish the country image. We supposed to get image problem again when you leading the country correct? So, right? The firm, Ballard Partners, that's the name of the firm, right? Incorporated, one of the most connected political lobbying operations in Washington. It is a very reputable, notable Republican stuff. So they say something causes something, right? Things that don't just happen from the blue, right? So why now do we need a lobbyist? What is wrong? What is the problem have we created? That's what the government is not talking. That's what we're going to help you to understand. Right? And I mean, you pump up the volume, share the show, and let us reach to the mansion. And we double dare them. Right? The contract was signed on May 18, 2026. By whom? Samuel A. Stifkwa, the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, on behalf of the Republic of Liberia. The filing was received by the U.S. Department of Justice on May 29, 2026, and the document is in our possession. We have the document. In no time, we have the balls. The balls that we can squeeze it. We won't squeeze it. We squeeze the balls. Well, what kind of region you can run away from? What kind of document we can get it? Say, here is what our tax money, the Liberian people money, the poor people money, the market women who market roofs are leaking daily, they are suffering. The blind people who cannot get a benefit and they got tear gas because they were asking for their benefit, right? The disabled community, these people, they're $100,000. Yes, where the $100,000 is going to be wasted every month. The money of the families whose homes are being demolished without compensation is being handed over to a foreign lobbying firm every month. Every freaking month. 100,000 United States dollars for a government that says that they build the country image, the country is respected, and you take Ma Lopu, Ma Wata Pa Flomoku, right? Yakpawolo, you take our money, you go pay $100,000 to white lobbyists. Tell me. So you tell me now. So annually, in a year time, this rescue shenanigan of a government will be spending $1,200,000 United States dollars from poor taxpayers' money. A third world country suffering, right? Human Development Index, we are 0. Poverty, we are the highest. Poor people dying, going to bed with hunger. We're taking 1.2 million United States dollars to give the lobbyists, and over 3 years that they still have. And that is the reason why you have to join your voice to make sure that this nonsense stop in 2029. Because a continuation will mean that we are going to keep paying this useless money that have got no direct benefit to you, your life, your family. Your hospitals are still without drugs. Your schools, your kids are still sitting down on the bare floor. They do not have teachers. The teachers are protesting. Civil servants cannot see increment in their salaries, and then you're going to continue wasting over $100,000 monthly for a useless image polishing spree. So what is stopping the government to just simply respect the rule of law, lead the country democratically, respect human rights? That all you need to do, then we wouldn't have to pay all those money. But Boakai said no, right? They will keep beating protesters, shooting people in Kinjo, shooting students, beating blind people with battle, right? Mysterious death will keep going on in the country, but then they will still can't take 100,000 to go pay lobby to go pin the picture correct. What is that? Are we all stupid in this country? Let that number sink in. $100,000. 3.6 million United States dollars. Imagine how many kilometers of roads that will build. How many kilometers of concrete road that will build. But now, 3 years later, Chicken Zoo Factory road can be fixed. $3.6 million is no joke. We're talking about Benjamin Franklin here. We ain't talking about Tobo. Do you remember Koji said, do you remember what this Joseph Boakai and Jeremiah Kun government promised? When you just hold that money. Do you remember? And just backtrack a little bit. On the promise that they made, Joseph Boakai and Jeremiah Kun, when they held each other's hand and they came in your community to you. Do you remember what they promised you, the Liberian people, before coming to power? Let's say you have forgotten. They looked in our faces, in our eyes, right? And they looked at the most marginalized or the most downtrodden of the society, the civil servants, teachers, nurses, soldiers, clerks, men, and women that wake up every morning to serve this country just before anybody is up. They promised us that saw our nurses get in the street protesting harmonization vote. They promised them that they will cancel harmonization day one. Have they canceled that? No. They promised teachers. They said that was responsible for whatever they were going to. They promised them they were going to. So why have they not fulfilled these promises? And they're going there, they're taking extra money. So why can't this use this money on the Liberian people? They promised that the long nightmare of poverty, right, will finally end the moment the rescue team is elected. They swore an oath on the hope of every poor Liberian family that they were going to rescue you. Nearly 3 years down the road, not a single civil servant has seen meaningful change in their pay. Families are still going to bed hungry. Children are still dropping out of school because a government worker's salary cannot cover school fees. Civil servants' kids. Some of their children are not. They join the community. They tend the community picking them. They promise harmonization. They promise about removing harmonization have become quiet and nobody can talk about it. We are apologizing publicly to the people. We are explaining to the nation why they cannot remove harmonization after promising them. An accountable group of people will come back to say, oh, my people, the thing we saw, we didn't see a good. We're sorry, the harmonization thing, we ought to move it. They just let it to slide. But here is what that have changed since Bwaka and Kun promised you these things and they have not delivered on it. Yes, what have actually changed with them, but you still have some confused, misguided school-bring young people who are surviving and living on $50 packet change and scratch card money and horse rent. They think their life going to be, that's all going to be about their life. Yes, what have changed since they elected Bwaka and Kun, the Nimba County People Development Fund money suspect. But yes, what have changed? President Joseph Bwaka today, right, is constructing or nearing the completion of a personal villa estimated at allegedly around $10 million in his hometown in Foya. No argument about that, no debate about that. That have changed. Before you get your vote to them, he had no plan about villa. But now that has changed. That's a whole change. $10 million in Foya. While the very civil servants he promised to uplift cannot afford to feed their children, we asked the regime directly and without apology, where did this money come from? The $10 million. Where did it come from? Rescue puppets, honor our life here, or whatever. Where did the 10 million come from? You're unable to add the teacher's salary up. The nurses pay. They are angry. And you're paying $10 million mansion in Foya. Where did the money come from? Lies after lies. Where did the money come from? And where are you taking the $100 million and over $3.6 million to give it to white lobbyists in America from a poor, stricken country? This is the question every Liberian deserve an honest answer to. Where did that money come from? Why is the regime conspicuously and shamefully silent on these conversations of accountability, accounting for the 10 million mansion in Foya? So if you add a 10 million mansion, right, to the 3.6 million, these are all the dubious money that are going out of the country, right? You're talking about $16.6 million that will go dubiously only to enrich Bwaka and build and polish Bwaka image. Imagine the state spending such money just for one man. See what's happening? State taking 130, 140 salary in this economy. 130, 140. Somebody ma and pa living on that one supposed to pay that child school fees in a daycare that's charging $300 per semester. That child will go to school. Say, oh, you gotta go government school. Go government school, the roof leaking. So infection in the bathrooms. What is this? Go visit them and see what going on. Why are you treating the people like that? Why are you treating the country like that? And somebody in this country will still have the audacity to come and defend and say, oh, 100,000. Rescue government, you take 100,000, you go pay GW Gibson a year. Go go there, you see the bathroom, and imagine that your children going to that kind of school, and Bouaka is okay. He's riding $1.something million bulletproof vehicle. He's passing up and down in the country. The people are suffering. Poverty is lying everywhere in the street, right? 0776 104 104 086 500 104. I'll leave it with you. Have your say. This is our country. Speak now or forever hold your peace. God damn it. $100,000 to polish the country. Email or rescue say they finish putting the country back on the map. The country are not on the map. Then they say we're paying $100,000 to put the country, to polish the country. That's what they say. Sarah Bezos, they want to say the BB diplomat, they say they go some country in Morocco, they say the country. So that means they are admitting that the country image is dirty. So let me tell you the last thing, then start pick your call. There is a development around the MCC compact we're hearing. I think there is a bit of a technical delay that's predicated upon the wanton abuse of human rights in the country and the erosion of the rule of law culture in Liberia that has become a stumbling block to the MCC grant. So now the government hired lobbyists to polish the image and made it look like, how do you polish the image? We already get all Gregor Kumon and human rights abuses. So that in the meantime, opposition people, wherever you are, you need to power all the violations. You be sending it, right? You be sending it to all, and you know the link that we send you, right? You'll be sending it. Any human rights abuse thing you send it, you just write a small lane and we tell you nobody will protest. Yeah. So there's it. The government will come, they will bow down, they will come back, they will adjust, and all we need basically, man, right? All we need is for the president to run the country for everybody. Respect everybody, respect the country, the politics will be there, but when we start to alienate and ostracize certain group of people, try to show naked power, the country does not run in isolation. Now the few people that are in power means the country belongs to them. Not at all. Imagine the head of the EPS allegedly doing a portrait of the former picture and pointing a knife or gun to it in the country. Have we reached that part? Oh, you hear that one? The image bad, they spoil the country image. So now they won't pay $100,000 to face it. Oh, the educated people. 0776 104 104 086 500 104. 06 945 are the numbers to call, and let's hear you. Good morning.
Good morning so much. Yeah, thank you for the program this morning, or the talking point. You know, I like the English that you spoke on the show, the rescue shenanigans. Yeah. So the guys put on the kind of mischievous behavior to cover up their activities, and therefore they have gone ahead to pay money to American lobbyists with the warehouse or the department, so that their issue on the NCC compact can pass. And so that's why they are doing that.
So now finish opening a screw or you got me with it. Go ahead, my brother. So you know, you cannot shoot these things that are happening from the American embassy here in Liberia. If the America does not have their consulate or their embassy in this country, then they will look for a lobbyist to shield their happenings. But internet, they're seeing the kind of corruption, they are seeing the rampant killing that the people are carrying out, and the evil that this government is displaying day by day. The people are seeing it, and we are not sleeping. And I can assure you, with all of the information that have been cataloged in the activity that have been cataloged, the mysterious killing that is going on in this place, we will not
challenge will broadcast.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning. All you need to do, just run the country correct. Don't violate people's human rights. Respect people's democratic rights. Let's do what we want to do. You see, you don't need to pay 100,000. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. Again, my name is Clement Abu, and I'm from our community very life. Just to remember you people. Always, it is not what your country can do for you, but you do for your country. At this time, in this present challenging moment, you people have the guts, the courage to speak to matters that relate to Liberian growth and economy. God will keep blessing you people. And let me tell you this for free. Liberians will live to remember 2029. This growth will be enough. 2029, we will angrily go to the ballot and vote these demons, these wicked human beings, the mushy bands. We'll put them outside and will never exist again like real politics. Thank you so much.
Thank you very kind. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Yeah, sorry I'm running away from my monitor. Okay, yeah. Thank you again for the discussion this morning. Abu, in a kind of troubling time, you people continue to stand firm. I know sometimes I always know I need to pray for you guys. You know, we don't event, peace event, everywhere. I continue to pray for you guys. I continue to stand the test of time for us. Because only you people now can speak for us. Because where are the pastors? Where are the religious council leaders? You know, where are the imams in the country? Today, their voices have been silent. Because many of them, maybe in the head, sorry, but they put a better in the wheelbarrow and they pass it around with it.
That Bo Bennett. So maybe for all the face they we just gotta move Bo Bennett so the pastor will go back to the God life. All the God men will go back.
But that will kind of want to stop and there will be no way for them to speak. And they go at the movement, God prepare you people to speak for us.
Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. And then the question is, the people who say they finish facing the country image, but then why we paying 100,000 to pour the country image again? Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
The man the local attention was more concerned with me for justice.
Go ahead.
Abu, you know the people that they can destroy our country. Our country not going nowhere. But we telling them, don't explain that. Anybody claim say you do anything with the election. We the good money, the way we are struggling, we'll get on the street. That day will kill everybody. Because the people can't do nothing. Nothing
MCC compound money now. He so the men go pay 100,000 for love it. But thank you very much. My CC, go ahead. Yeah.
Good morning, God bless you, man.
Thank you.
They try to buy your over control with it and lie you to everything. They better keep your integrity in your space for you to judge you tomorrow. To go beyond free travel or travel more. You know, you will not bend down low for little or change or pocket change. You will not do that.
That's Sandro Johnson. That's Sandro Johnson thing, you know, so?
Yeah, like breaking it.
But who go tell the old man to go bend again? I don't know.
Then you want bending down. So get a piece of job.
Go ahead.
No matter the America say we're talking about they put money to love it. While the press are suffering up. When we feeling the patient and the government, they are 30 our children in school. School fee how it goes higher. They post again their report, our partner. They say everything on you is damaged. The rule of law, everything. People are suffering. You not saying that you hear that one? Or you go pay money to love it. Say that the money can send them for our daily. I thought you say you were doing 11 for I think you say our interest. You see your interest, so your interest when I was think for you.
So Master, so all the dancing for the security council thing now still paying 100,000 again. What kind of scam government is it?
That's not working, you. You know why I hear me say
I'm gonna working.
Working on
food. Good morning. Look at the put inside the key diplomatic passport to say ambassador. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu, and let me say good morning to your cherry listener this morning. Abu, this is David King, an executive member of the Concerned Liberian for Justice. You see, Abu, this is what we continue to tell the Liberian people. And Abu, I must appreciate you guys for the level of education you continue to give our people. Because if you guys spoke for the last 6 years, people did not listen, and now everything that you talk about, it comes to pass, and you continue to educate our people on it. If people argue that they are put like draw on a map, the image of the country was destroyed by George Weah, then why are they taking $100,000 to give it to lobbyists in America when they brag about
That $1 million question we're asking, then why are we paying 100,000 to polish the same image that you say you're now put on a global stage? Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Abu?
Yes, sir.
Jisu.
Hey. Jisu, on the radio.
I know.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh, okay. Good morning. Morning, go ahead. Yeah.
The reason why when you connect money, take money for what is yes, what is that your money? Why must you take money to get a number to pass it for what grant?
Yeah, but you know, isn't I say on the government, yeah, was it but it's our email spot will go clean up. Okay, thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Yeah, my man, it's easy. The paper get contact. The paper now put a country email. And it's easy. The paper say got pay 100,000 every month to clean a country email.
You know, Abu, all these things are not surprising to us. So what kind of leadership and governance is lacking for Joseph Imam Bouaka, and they need to stop the wasteful spending. Because it cannot help us.
So I know how to rescue beginner in the community. I say the government that responsible government. So the government they not send the email. So 100,000 every month.
Abu, all the rescue people are surrounded us. When you tell them, they will tell you even that some of them have already realized that not even get government because they eyes and they're affected by the gross incompetency of this Imam Bouaka. Some of them they are bike rider, keke rider. Some of them they are business people when they pay. When you not see PCC, you see all kinds of different.
And all of them now wear uniform there. They get me passing around. It ain't easy. Good morning. Oh, my man, you can't be on what they say, they carrying tasks for the mechanic garage and you can't be on here. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. And what kind of people money you calling them money, sir? so no matter what I'm driving to I play Freedom event. So this morning, a colleague of mine, car broke down. He works at the Ministry of Agriculture, but he had one of his colleagues waiting for internal affairs. So I was playing Freedom event and the guy got angry and said, but what kind of people money the guy calling, so? So as we're going there, protecting the radio station, I said, no, I'm giving you this. You don't tell me what to do.
The guy in a massive car.
So when we got up from the Freeport, he got up from the car. So my friend said, that guy was an internet advisor anyway. So I'm assuming he did not get up from the car because he was angry about the money. He got up from the car because the money to get, all the way the young man stood up in Pupu, what the money to gain, some kind of late internet affairs, they're making $350. Every day they complain that they don't get money. But at the end of the day, they give him 100,000, 3.5 million, all the money. So it angle him so badly, the money he got up on the car.
Yeah, the thing ahead, man. 100,000.
They keep making young people to manage their expectation, but at the end of the day, they get money somewhere to spend foolishly on lobbyists and other things. And mind you, Abu, this is not the only money at the United Nations. They made a lobby again. They get some kind of Buga lobby frame again. The minute they get frame all over the place, lobbying for things that.
But still, nothing
at the end of the day.
But still, nothing coming, my man. So you're wasting
hours. They're lobbying for things that would not get at the end of the day. Let's assume they're even lobbying for the MCC. How much somebody is in the MCC? That you're going to be spending all the money.
So, but Aaron, you know why
you even get the money, you're not actualize anything.
Yeah, but Aaron, you know why they're spending those monies and yes, we're not getting anything? It's because the violations still continue. They're persisting. You're not changing anything.
Of course. My brother, in this age, in this internet age and time, you can just have certain things. Everybody get internet phone.
Yeah.
The Americans follow us.
And you get people like, oh yeah, wow, every morning we open our mouth, wow, we're talking all the things there.
Of course, the people following. Everybody get access to social media. What are you talking? What do you want to have? The best thing to do is to calm down on the human rights violation in the country, govern the country well, and then you start spending stupid money. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so kindly, Aaron. Thank you very much. Okay, and lastly, God's help.
Yes, good morning, Abu. Thanks for the recognition. Good morning to all peace-loving Liberians who are in tune this morning. You know, I listened intently as you divulged or related what the former mayor posted. I decided to share it with a friend who is a fanatic. And then the first thing he said, for freedom evidence is not reliable. So I asked him this simple question. Are these people manufacturing news or they publish what they receive? If you are doing the right thing, what is the essence of lobbying? We have hospitals that are lacking drugs. We have schools that do not have chairs and the necessary or how you call it supplies to carry out their daily functions.
Okay. Gus, I'm sorry, I have to hold you because of time. And so, yes, this is it. There will always be doubting Thomases, but the facts remains the same, unchanged. And again, you hear the numbers, you get sick to your stomach. This is the rescue. My name is Abu Sharif. All we do is to come here and help you understand and give you a clear perspective of what is going on in your country. It has been a wonderful week, and thanks to all of you that joined, contributed, by calling or dropping your comments. And of course, we are going to be here next week, inshallah. Until that time, do have yourself a wonderful time. Bye-bye.